Okay, you guys, I am in my storefront. As you can see, has not been touched yet. We're still waiting on utilities, but I can still be in here because I've signed, paid, all that fun stuff, and now we're just waiting for July 1st so I can actually move in, but those are coming out, don't worry. Basically, we're just here to get photos so I can announce it on social media finally, and then I'm gonna hopefully get this video out ASAP. There's not gonna be a ton to it because we can't do a lot of work yet. We gotta get these little dividers. We gotta get those things out, and that'll be probably about a month before that can happen, but we gotta get these out of here before really lots can happen, so.
Let's see.
Wow. The first sweep pile.
The first sweep.
Alright, so it's Sunday. I technically move in on Thursday, but I'm back in here again today because I got some decor pieces from Midwest Rustic last night that I wanted to leave here. If you need pampas grass, go there because I know there's lots of people who are always looking for it. So Midwest Rustic has a bunch. So I got some for some bathroom decor. Anyway, so I wanted to drop that off so it doesn't just sit in my car and get ruined. So I'll put the pampas grass away and then I officially move in on Thursday. And these big ones are gonna go in the window display eventually. We're gonna actually paper that up this week, I hope, and then put some signs up to be like coming soon, and I'll add this tall pampas grass in there along with some other greenery pieces too. I'm so excited. Also, this is really weird, but I had no idea pampas grass smelled so good. I feel like this is what moms are like with their first child, because I'm about to be like, come watch me put my first piece of decor in the bathroom. Okay, so this is what was in here when I got here. But as you can see, it's in a plastic water bottle. Okay, these angles are just weird because I don't have like a tripod or anything in here. So here's what I got to replace it. Just 3 little ones. But then I got this little, it's like a candle holder, but there she is. My first decor. Okay, but actually some of those sticks from in there are kind of nice with it. Also, I'm gonna fill it more. I'm not just gonna leave like 3 random pampas grasses in there. I'm gonna continue to fill it up. These sticks are probably gonna be nice. I did that way too close to my neck. And now the moment of truth. Now, picture some like more eucalyptus and stuff in this. I'm gonna order some on Amazon because I found some that should look a little bit more real than like the Joann's stuff. Okay, with some eucalyptus to fill it out. And I'm probably gonna add some like paper or something so that it stands up a little bit more. But that's definitely gonna be more my style. I feel like I can't really show you guys these things because everything's gonna be half done and you're gonna be like, Maddie, that's really weird. Why would you do that? And it's like, it's not done yet, guys. Believe in me. Yeah, I need to get some more stuff in here. But I want to show you the whole process, so I don't regret posting this. Okay, one thing I want your guys' opinion on. Okay, so as you can see, these pipe things were literally painted like silver. I wish they would have just left them, but that's fine. What do you guys think about painting them black? Painting them black or painting them white? I'm leaning towards black because I think that'd look cool, but I'm also bad at designing things in my head. But this is black, you know, so that's why I think like this black would be really cool. Probably replacing that mirror, even though I can't complain, and it opens, so that's kind of cool. Maybe then if I did that black too, so black, 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 and then this trim I did. Oh my gosh. Some of those random things were done in here, in this place, that I'm like, what? But it's fine, because it can all be fixed and it's not that big of a deal. But something I'm thinking of is this. Like, the trim was painted, you know? But like the one right next to it, where is that? This wasn't painted. And I am not being a negative Nancy, because this space is amazing. It's just the random things that you might see and be like, yo, Manny, what is that? And I'm like, wasn't me. And it'll all be different. It'll all change. It'll be perfect. Alrighty, so I'm back home and I'm ready to answer some of the questions that you guys asked me over Instagram. There weren't a ton, there were about 4 questions, but I think they're really good questions and they will hopefully help give you a better understanding of what my goals are currently. But the first question was, what are your Pinterest inspirations for designing the space? I'm so excited about this question. I will try to add like a little slide and like my mood board so you can see that. But basically, Will has helped me like define it as like a modern Scandinavian type of feel. I want it to be super minimalist, neutral, open, bright, with those wood floors, white walls, the window space. I want it all to just be so welcoming and homey. I just want people to be like, I feel relaxed coming in here. Like, that is what I would love for people to feel. So the next question is, will you be evenly present both online and in store for sales? The goal is, of course, yes. I would love to have like a fully in-store shopping experience. Same with the online. But right now, what my focus just needs to be is making sure the online presence can really carry me through paying rent every month, because I'm 22. I don't have a lot of money, not to like talk money, but it's not something that can be done overnight to make like the store exactly the way I want it to be. So I'm not gonna open until I feel comfortable with where it's at. Like, I'm not just gonna open it up with like a single table in the middle and be like, have fun shopping. But if we're talking goals, yeah, the whole reason for this is to help Freeport like grow its downtown and to bring people downtown. Like, there's so many people who like ask me where my shop is and I'm like, oh, it's right next to the Space Salon, oh, it's right next to Flair, and they're like, I have never been downtown, and I'm like, oh no. Or they're like, I don't go down there, I don't know. I'm like, it's on like the main strip. So my goal is to like make people love Freeport and to be able to like see the potential that it has, and to like hopefully get other businesses to want to come down and to, you know, just build the community and make people just see like the beauty in it. So that's why eventually in due time, I don't want to put out a store that's not ready, that's not going to be sustainable, that's not going to help anybody, you know, to put a store together really fast and then just be like, here you go, Freeport, enjoy. I don't think businesses necessarily succeed when doing that. So I'm going to take it as slow but steady as I possibly can to make sure that it lasts long term and can fulfill the overall goal of like helping the community. Okay, so the third question was, are you hiring a staff to help out with demands? And the answer is eventually. Another financial thing is like, when the Lord wills, I will. I've had so many wonderful volunteers and you guys are amazing, and I do what I absolutely can to like express my pure thankfulness. So all that being said, when the brick and mortar store is up and going and growing, then a staff will be able to come in and I'll be able to hire for that. And I'm so excited to be able to have like somebody I can do this with. But for now, I'm just working really hard to get to that point now, and then we'll see what comes. But yeah, I'm totally willing to hire staff as soon as I'm able. This last question I really love, and it'll be interesting to see what you guys think about the answer here, because it's not really a standard business answer, okay? How did you get the ball rolling when you were initially looking for a space? And I'm gonna start off and tell you, I was not looking for a space. God fully just led the way on this one, and it was really cool to see it all happen. Basically, I went into Flair one day, I saw a sign for a shop that I really loved, and I hadn't seen it for rent yet, so I was like, oh, I should call. Like, this is like the most perfect space. It's my favorite space in all of Freeport. Like, I need to call about this. So I was talking to Annika, who works at Flair, and I was like, should I do this? And she was like, yeah, and you should talk to Kelly. So then I started talking to Kelly about it. She was like, you should totally do it. At least just call, you know, type of a thing. So I called. Messaged my friends. I was like super scared about it. I don't even know why, because I was like, I don't even know if I can do this, but I just want to call to get the experience. So I called, went to voicemail. A few days later, he texted me. He was like, sorry, that space is full. And I was like, oh no, I was so sad. But then I remembered that the same phone number was on the space right next to that one. And so I was like, I messaged some of my friends and I was like, I don't know if I should do this, because I was pretty defeated that that one was already full, because I was kind of getting excited about it, but I was trying not to, but of course I was, because my plan was to not even start thinking about a storefront or even moving out of my house business-wise until at least January. But then I was like, every single thing that I didn't want right away, God used to make everything so much better. So that thought came to my mind, and then of course you can't shake a thought like that. Everything, like from the ministry that I joined that I didn't want to do, that ended up teaching me how to make jewelry and gave me like the reason why I do this. Trinity in general, I'd said I never wanted to go to. Junior year of high school, I said I don't know what I want to do, but I know I never want to be in business. Going to Haiti, that made me start this in Freeport, you know, like as a fundraiser. Like I said no to that for 5 years. So I was like, I don't want to do that again. And now that this thought is in my head, I'm just, I can't say no to this, because God has shown me time and time and time again that he provides in like the scariest, like hardest decisions that I've had to make, you know? So I was like, okay. Oh, and even the job that I got in Trinity, like I didn't want that one, but it was the only one that called me back, and it ended up providing for me to be able to even stay at Trinity or go to Trinity and have fun with my friends and make all those experiences that got me to where I am today. Anyway, so I had those thoughts and I was like, okay, this feels like another one of those times. God has shown me his grace, his power, his faithfulness, and that I can trust him. So I'm going to do that, and I'm going to say yes. This is like the first time I've ever said yes right away, by the way. And then like from that, like he just has provided. Like my prayer was that it's a clear answer, that I like move according to his will. Like I was like, I don't want to do this if it's not for you, but I also don't want to be scared if it is right. So like I had some like serious prayers that were like, just help this be a clear thing. And now when I tell people, like just naturally, I'm like, this is the most clear decision I've ever made. It doesn't make sense to my brain, but like I've never felt so confident in such a scary decision. And then I'm like, no, like it's so cool to be depending on the Holy Spirit through this, because like financially I'm terrified, physically I am terrified. Like I am so scared of people being mean to me on social media, you know, if they're like, do we really need another store like this in Freeport? I haven't heard that yet on social media, but you know, like I've had people like be rude, and I'm like, I can't take that on a big scale. But it's like all of those things that scare me just point me back to like the power of the Holy Spirit, and it's so cool to see that. So if this is a goal of yours, which it probably is based on who asked this question, my story is not going to be the same as yours, and I know that you're very successful and you're going to do very wonderful things, but I'll also say, like, I dropped out of college, didn't finish school, paid off most of my school. I have a little bit of debt left, but you know, it's all about like choices and just timing of things. Like my story is not going to be yours, but that doesn't mean that you obviously won't do great things, because I know that you will, because you're doing so great already. It is so fun to watch your things. So I hope that that's encouraging to you, that like God's got his plan for you, and it probably won't be the same as mine, but that's because like he's gonna make yours perfect for you. So I hope that helped answer some questions. One more thing I wanted to say is my overall goal, because I get asked this a lot. This wasn't an Instagram question, but I do get asked this a lot. I do not plan to only have my jewelry in this place. I would love to make it a nice minimalist, open, kind of like the interior design I was talking about, boutique. So clothing, other artists. I have quite a few artists that are in my brain that I really want to reach out to and see if they would let me carry their stuff, because I think you guys will absolutely love it. But yeah, so like clothing, home decor, other artwork, that type of a thing, but all still with the relaxed, comforting, open, minimalist feel. I'm so excited. I have it all envisioned in my head, and I cannot wait for you guys to see. So I'm definitely going to be keeping you updated with the renovations and as I continue to learn and do these things. So please stick around, and I'm so excited to see where this goes.